Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and I really, there's a lot of emotion that goes into that saying. I really enjoy saying that here at the beginning of these videos, but this isn't the kind of video, here I gotta wipe my eyes, this isn't the kind of video that I've ever really done on the channel. I've never had to do anything like this. I've always done technical analysis. You guys know me as the technical analysis guy, the chart guy. The dude who looks at cryptocurrency charts and does technical analysis on Bitcoin and says, hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here with a real upbeat attitude. But today, guys, I got some really bad news, and I felt it was my obligation to share it with you. Now, you guys know, if you go back on the channel, you'll see that I missed a couple of uploads about a week ago. I missed, I believe it was Sunday and Monday. I missed those days because I had gotten very, very sick. I'd been doing a lot of physical activity outside with some friends of mine. We had a big event going on, and I'd been going crazy on the cardio for like 6 days straight, and I got very sick during that time. And I'd been going so hard that I didn't realize that I was sick. You know, my voice started hurting, and I thought it was just because I was breathing so much. And when I finally calmed down, and when I was finally able to get my heart rate down and actually relax a little bit, I realized that it wasn't just that I was doing a lot of cardio. It wasn't that I was just that I was working very hard, that my heart rate was elevated and that my voice hurt. I was sick, and I got very sick. I missed a couple of those uploads because I was just laying in bed. There was a day where I was in bed for 36 hours straight. I couldn't get out of bed, and there was no way that I was going to be able to make a video because my voice was absolutely killing me. And over these last couple of videos, you guys have probably seen that I've had to cut some videos short. I've had to pause really quickly and mute myself just like this for a second to go ahead and have a coughing fit because my voice has been really messed up. And it got to the point where I started worrying about my voice because, I mean, my voice is a big part of me. This channel, I put thousands and thousands of hours into the Crypto Jeb YouTube channel and research and working on the channel, and it's my pride and joy, and I'm very, very happy to say that I have this little community going, and I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And it was concerning me that my voice was still hurting after all this time. It should have been getting better. So I went to a doctor. I went to this guy named Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I've been going to him for a long time. He's a nice guy. And he's just a general practitioner, but I didn't really, I figured he would be able to help me. And I talked to him about it. And he told me that my voice was permanently damaged by the amount of, excuse my phone, I apologize. I'm very professional here at the Crypto Jeb Industries. He told me that my voice had been permanently damaged by how much breathing I'd been doing and how hard I had been working, and getting sick at that time when my voice and my lungs were already compromised like that had done permanent damage to my lungs, which I was very much not happy about, considering that the Crypto Jeb and everything. I love singing. You guys, I don't know if you know this, I do play violin and the piano, and I love music. So that really just, it hit me kind of hard. And maybe that's him texting me right there. I'll have to see what he's saying after this. But, you know, this is kind of an emotional video. I don't really even know how to say this, guys. But I think I'm gonna have to be stopping YouTube. I think I'm gonna have to quit. I think I'm gonna have to stop for the foreseeable future until I am actually able to figure out what's going on with my voice. And I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But you know what? I don't want to send this off. I don't want to end the channel. I'm not going to delete the channel or anything. The channel's going to stay here because there's always a chance in the future I'll be able to keep going. And I suppose it's proper that it's raining today. That's always a sad thing when it rains. But I don't want to just send the channel off on a sad note. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do just a little bit more technical analysis for you guys before we say goodbye for the last time, or hopefully not for the last time, but for a little while anyway. So we're actually going to be doing some technical analysis on an altcoin that I covered about a year ago. And I haven't talked about this altcoin in quite some time, but it's an altcoin that I hold near and dear to my heart and that I've been invested in quite heavily ever since I joined the cryptocurrency space. You guys know I got into cryptocurrency way back on June 31st, way back over here, excuse me, July 31st of 2017, I got into the market, and I've been investing in this cryptocurrency ever since I got into the market. So let's go ahead and do just a little bit of technical analysis before we close the channel out here. That cryptocurrency that we're going to be discussing in today's video is United States dollar Tether. Now, you guys may have heard of this cryptocurrency. It is a cryptocurrency that is, strangely enough, always trading right around $1. You know, here on CoinMarketCap, we can see it has about $2 billion in market capitalization, about $2 billion worth of US dollar Tether, about $2 billion, excuse me, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting emotional, I can't do this. About $2 billion US dollar Tether have been printed. And interestingly enough, it has a really high volume. As you can see, US dollar Tether has about $9.3 billion of volume, almost what Bitcoin is doing. That's a really strong sign. As you can see, Bitcoin is up by about 1.4% here over the last 24 hours, but United States dollar Tether is up by 0.16, which isn't bad considering we do see some red. I mean, Bitcoin Cash is in the red and the biggest loser in the top 10 other than Cardano, but that's kind of usual for Bitcoin Cash. But Tether, on the other hand, almost always seems to be in the green, and it has this really weird trait, guys. I don't know why it does this. I guess it's just a sign that you should be investing in it, where it pretty much always stays right around $1. It's kind of interesting, but nevertheless, if we look here at the chart and we look at the daily chart, we can see that US dollar Tether has been trading right around $1 for quite a long time. And like I said, I actually did some technical analysis on this about a year ago. And in that video, if you go back on the channel, you'll find that I made an analogy between US dollar Tether, where I talked about how US dollar Tether normally trades around $1, and I made the comparison to Litecoin. And if we come back here on the Litecoin chart, we can see actually that for a very long time, Litecoin traded around exactly $4. Litecoin hovered right around this zone of around $4, and Litecoin eventually did go on a major rally. It rallied all the way from $4 all the way up to $360. That's like an 80 times, 90 times increase in price action, 90 times increase in price action, and that's a very major return. That's a big deal. So it's not unlikely that US dollar Tether could do a similar thing to what Litecoin did. Litecoin went on a major bull run and brought the people that were early investors in it a lot, and I do mean a lot of return. Now, Litecoin's fallen off quite a bit, but if you bought the lows and sold the highs, you would have made a lot of money on Litecoin. Before Litecoin started running, it was trading around $4. It's still here coming in towards the halfway through this accumulation phase that we're in. It's still trading around $60. Good stuff here on Litecoin. And if we look at our fundamentals and our technicals, United States dollar Tether is doing pretty well as well. We can look at our MACD here, and just recently, US dollar Tether did in fact cross bullish. As you can see, it did cross bullish and has been bullish for the last 3 days. That MACD down here is looking rather good. We see that these lines are moving to the upside, and overall, United States dollar Tether has been doing pretty well over the last couple of months. It's come and corrected from a little dive that it had where it pulled down to around 90 cents or so. Not exactly sure what was going on there, guys. You know, I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to United States dollar Tether. I'm completely making everything I'm saying up here on the spot. But I do think that's definitely a good investment vehicle for the long term. It's a good hedge against Bitcoin. I find, especially when Bitcoin is crashing, when Bitcoin is moving to the downside, United States dollar Tether tends to be a good investment. A lot of times it's a good investment vehicle for when Bitcoin is actually rallying to the downside and going to the downside. I find that a lot of people made a lot of money investing in Tether when Bitcoin was rallying all the way up to $20,000. And in fact, instead of investing in Bitcoin back then, you should have been investing in Tether. And now, guys, I don't know whether or not right now is a good time to be getting into US dollar Tether, but I think it is an altcoin that you ought to keep on your radar. Anyway, guys, this is it's really sad that I'm having to do this and do technical analysis on an altcoin that I've never talked about before. But, you know, I wanted to give you guys one last gem before I wrap the channel up here. It's been 18 months, and guys, I remember when I had 13 subscribers, when we had 13 subscribers. You guys know I've always said we, not I. I remember when we had 13 subscribers, me and half a classroom full of people were just doing technical analysis together. And then the next day I had we had 15 subscribers. And that was just amazing. I was having a great time. I always have had an amazing time with the channel. And guys, just because it's April 1st doesn't mean I'm actually going to be stopping the channel. Are you crazy? Did you actually believe me? Tell me in the comment section down below if you made it all the way through cryptocurrency freaking United States dollar Tether technical analysis and thought I was serious. Tell me in the comment section down below if you didn't realize it was an April Fool's joke, because last year I did this same video. I did technical analysis on Tether, and so many people got to the end of the video and thought that I was actually encouraging them to invest in United States dollar Tether. Dude, there's nothing wrong with my voice. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not going anywhere. I love you guys. I am enjoying every single minute of YouTube, and 2019 is going to be an absolutely great year, guys. I wanted to keep the joke going a little while longer, but I couldn't troll you for much longer, and I wanted to end this video by rickrolling you, but in fact, I would probably get a copyright strike, and I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to leave the troll box up over here on CoinMarketCap. Guys, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is a television character, and I ain't going nowhere. I will see you guys in the next video. Tell me in the comment section down below if you thought I was serious, and if you thought I was serious, tell me how long you thought I was serious. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Definitely go out and prank somebody in the last remaining hours of April 1st, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.